Hello team! Today I'm going to be presenting improvement strategies that will assist with the teaching of the science unit to address the issues and literacy gaps for students in Sean's classroom. So the aim for this topic is that students will understand that adding or removing heat can cause a change of state between solid and liquid. Firstly, the operational dimension. Word knowledge and understanding learning area vocabulary is one of the literacy demands for students, specifically as they explore how changes from solid to liquid and vice versa can help us recycle materials. The cultural dimension involves understanding meaning and context, so that students will then be able to compose their own texts, such as in their prediction of the effect of heat on different materials. Finally, the critical dimension requires students to be able to draw connections between the language and meaning of science, which is required from students as they interpret and analyze the change of state from solid to liquid, why it occurs, as well as considering the perspectives of other students. Differentiation is an effective strategy that can be used to teach the content and literacy. Firstly, as there is a high population of ESL and Indigenous students, some direct and explicit learning area vocabulary teaching, such as tiered vocabulary, will be required. Students must be able to understand the words before they are able to apply in the context of chemical sciences. Such words may include state, materials, solids, liquids, condensation, and evaporation. Bloom's taxonomy can also be applied in Sean's classroom to support students demonstrate that they have word knowledge of chemical science vocabulary, but also understand and finally apply it. This falls under the Bloom's taxonomy of comprehension, which has links to literacy in the comprehending of texts through listening, reading, and viewing. This is necessary as the content descriptor expects students to explore how changes from solid to liquid and vice versa can help us recycle materials. Using Bloom's comprehension level of cognitive learning, students will identify and interpret science texts. Lastly, Bloom's taxonomy of synthesis relates to the literacy link of composing texts through speaking, writing, and creating. This is required for students to show their ability to predict the effect of heat on different materials. With each strategy comes different benefits and limitations. The strength of differentiation is that the teaching method is student-centered and tailored for learning needs. However, this process can be quite time-consuming. Bloom's taxonomy is beneficial as it provides a range of educational possibilities to meet specific needs, while a limitation is that brain function is in fact much more complex than the relative simplicity of the 6-tiered system. To conclude, these strategies have been carefully chosen to assist with the delivery of the science unit and address the issues and literacy gaps in Sean's classroom.